Hey everyone, it's Jay with What's Going On. Welcome to part two of what are we teaching the next generation? What are we teaching our kids? Or for those who are not parents yet, hey, what are you teaching the next generation if you have nieces or nephews or planning on having kids? So, what's going on today? I want to talk about like from our generation. I've talked to several different people, and one of the things that keep coming up is, well, are we going to be really teaching them about building their credit, about finance? I know my mom taught me about finance and stuff like that, but they didn't really hit hardcore on building our credit. And that's one thing that I feel like we need to adapt to this generation so they don't end up like us, like getting a credit card at 18 and being like, oh, shoot, what did we get ourselves into? Then you got to rebuild your credit and stuff like that. So, what my opinion I've seen some people have done so far is they're getting their kids those little rush cards or those deposits into the cards and teaching them now like how to really use your card. If you ain't got no money in there, you shouldn't be using it. If you have $10, don't spend 20. Don't try to get them to not to depend on the overdraft. Things happen in life, so be it. So, you could use that. But, if we could try to teach them to avoid that. Paying on time, not feeling like they have to juggle like we had to, like making it better for them by giving them a really in-depth understanding. And I think as the teenage years, that's something we're going to adapt. We're going to give him a card, my son a card, and we're going to try to teach him how to manage. We're going to treat it like a credit card, first of all, and how to really manage his money. So I think those are some of the things we should invest in this generation. If we want them to do better than we did, because that's what every generation want, is we want y'all to do better than we did. So this is one of the things I feel like I want the generation, my kids, to do, is that I want them to invest better, or I want them to have credit, good credit and good standing credit the whole entire time. And one way to teach them is by, hey, getting a credit card and showing them how to manage it. Of course, it's not going to be a real credit card, but it'll be one of those cards that acts as a credit card. So, and managing money. So that way when, they graduate high school, they're not trying to figure all this stuff. Like, it's not all hitting them at like a ton of bricks. So if we can teach them now, it'd be so awesome. And that's what I plan on doing, is teaching my son now. Me and my husband, we plan on teaching him now. So that way, when he graduates high school, it won't be like, okay, so how do I do X, Y, and Z? And because I know for me, even though my mom taught me some things about banking, there was still some things that we weren't taught. And that's what I want my kids to avoid. So tell me your thoughts. What are some things that you think the next generation should really invest in, because we didn't have that opportunity, or our parents didn't really go in depth in it because maybe they didn't learn it as well? So give me some feedback, leave some comments, like, share, and hey, happy Thursday Eve.